Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we are doing a get ready with me using some bits from my shop, my stash. Gonna have a nice little catch up, so grab a snack, grab a drink. Have you drank water today? If not, I'm watching you right now. Drink some water, stay hydrated. Make sure your piss is nice and clear. It's funny that I'm saying that because I'm really bad at drinking water. Like, some days I literally don't drink any at all and I'm like, why do I have a headache? I also have some breakouts going on right now, which I didn't help because I did pick at my skin. I need to stop doing that. I also haven't done my brows in like a few days and that's bad because my brows, I have to do them every day. But anyway, we move forward. I'm going to be using the NYX Plump Right Back primer. And yeah, I wanted to update you guys with a couple of things that have been going on. First things first, I got my nose pierced. I got my septum pierced. It's the only piercing I have, and the funny thing is many of you might say, but Skye, you wear a nose ring in so many of your videos. It's fake. I've been wearing that nose ring for like 2 years now because I have always wanted to get my septum pierced, but I am terrified of needles. Needles like piercing through skin, like injections, piercings, anything like that. I can't do it, I can't do it. Tattoos are a very different sensation, very different experience. I actually like getting tattooed quite a lot. But yeah, I put it off for so long, and the thing is, I kept leaving my fake septum ring at Greg's place, and anytime I did, I would always look at my face and be like, my face is missing something. I just really like the way that the septum like piercing makes my face look. Especially because I'm not the biggest fan of my nose. I never really liked it. I feel like it's giving triangle. But then at the same time, Animal Crossing characters, like the characters that I played as in Animal Crossing when I was younger in Wild World, they had triangular noses and I always chose them because I was like, hey, they have the same nose as me. By the way, I'm using the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, as always. I need a mirror. I can't pretend that I know what I'm looking at. So very spontaneously, while I was talking to a couple of my friends, one of my best friends, Emma, she has like a bunch of piercings and she was like, Skye, just do it. You really want to? And I was like, okay, fine. So I booked it. And I was like, well, now that I've booked the appointment, I can't back out now. Because if there's one thing that I'm not gonna do, it's miss an appointment. I ain't doing that. I will only ever miss an appointment if some serious shit's going down. And yeah, Emma came with me. She got her, like, piercings, because she's got, like, the vampire bite piercings here. She got them changed to spikes, and they look so fucking cute. And I got my septum done, and honestly, it was not as bad as I thought it would be. The piercer that I went to was so lovely, really professional. I did a bit of research trying to find like good piercers in my city and she was so wonderful. She kind of had the voice of like a yoga instructor, but not like a pretentious yoga instructor. Like, she was very soothing and calming and she really guided me through the whole process and, you know, made sure that I was okay. And she basically like counted down and she like guided my breathing as we were doing it. And the thing is, when the needle went through, it felt like a pinch. It didn't really hurt that much, but in my head, because I knew what was happening on my face, I started shaking and freaking out a little bit. But the piercer was really sweet about it. She was like, yeah, you did it, well done. I'm just gonna put the jewelry in now. And I was like, I did it! So yeah, I got my septum done. When I'm filming this, it's only been a week. And yeah, so far the healing process has been pretty straightforward. It's very weird because my nose is like especially sensitive in the morning and in the evenings, usually around the time that I clean them. But yeah, I have a really small horseshoe in right now. It's quite subtle. But yeah, at 4 months, I'm gonna get it changed, probably to a hoop. Maybe I'll do a longer horseshoe with spikes because I love the way that those look. I've already been looking online at septum jewelry. I got pierced with titanium, by the way, but they treated it to make it look gold. And yeah, right after Emma and I finished at the piercer, we went to get milkshakes at Shakeaway, which I've never been to Shakeaway before. I don't know if they're like a American brand. They sound American. They have like an obscene amount of options for milkshakes. Oh, speaking of like body modifications, I haven't done a get ready with me in months, but in February I got, no, in January and February I got 2 tattoos. The first one is actually, you probably have seen it already, it's this little like thing on my chest. I don't know what it is. It's just a cute design. One of the artists that I go to, she posted like some flash of these like little ornamental bits, and I was like, that would look gorgeous in the middle of my chest, because I felt like this bit was just kind of empty, and she was doing them at a very good price as well. Like, this is my cheapest tattoo that I've gotten, and mind you, I've got a tiny moon, and this was cheaper. Cheaper by like £30. So yeah, I got that. I also have added to my sleeve here, I got a little, no, I don't want to stretch this top, I really like this top. I'll put a picture right here. I got a little bunny holding a cup of tea. Look how cute. Look how fucking cute this is. Of course, it was done by my favourite artist, Heidi K Tattoo. I love Heidi so much. She has done the majority of my tattoos. I cannot recommend her enough. And her little tiny studio that she has is so lovely. Like, the way that she has it set up, she has like a big TV so you can watch things like together while you're getting tattooed. And she was like, oh, what do you want to watch? And I was like, I don't know, like, what are we feeling like? And she was like, I know you really like How I Met Your Mother, so should we just like watch a bit of that? And I was like, yeah, where are you up to? So we just watched How I Met Your Mother, and I was just completely zoned out just watching while getting tattooed. I find getting tattooed extremely peaceful. It's just my, like, it's like a time to meditate and just be like, I don't know why I powdered my whole face, because I'm gonna use a liquid blush that benefits from not putting powder on your face. Shit. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna be using, this is in my Shop My Stash, this is the Glaminatrix Cheek and Lip Flush in the shade Sunny. Now, do you remember how I would always say, I'm not changing my fucking routine for a product. If it doesn't work on top of powder, I don't like it. These work better when you don't powder your skin first. They do tend to, like, not layer well, and, like, they kind of look a little bit, they kind of be a bit patchy if you have powder on your skin first. But because I love the finish of these, and because, I'll be honest, I'm very biased towards Glaminatrix, I do change my routine for these. I know, I'll be so honest with you. Will I change my routine for most other products? No. For Glaminatrix, absolutely. You have my firstborn. So hopefully this will actually look alright. Let's just paint these on. I really like the formula of these liquid blushes. You do need to put them on before powder and like other cheek products, but they do look really lovely. They have like a nice dewy formula. I do always set them down though, because I have oily skin and I need, my skin needs to be powdered down. But to be fair, even with that amount, it looks alright, doesn't it? Is it a little bit patchy? Actually, yeah, it is a little bit patchy. So yeah, if you use these like a normal liquid blush and do them before you powder your skin, they work fucking phenomenally. They work great. To be honest, with this shade, because it is like quite a light peachy shade, you can't really tell that it's patchy. If I use the shade Lavish, which is like a deeper brown, oh my god, you can really, you can see it so severely. And to be fair, since I've been using these liquid blushes and kind of like adapting my routine for them, it's kind of like got me interested in more like liquid cream cheek products aside from blushes. Because for me, like, I've always been like, I only really like liquid blushes. I don't really care for liquid highlighter or bronzer, like, or cream bronzer. I do have a Colourpop Super Shock, like, highlighter, which It is a cream, essentially. It's a putty. I feel like it's its own thing, to be fair. But I've been really interested in trying, like, a cream bronzer stick, because I feel like that would be really nice paired with, like, my cream products. And I've been thinking about trying that Rare Beauty cream bronzer stick. I think because one of their lighter shades looks like a really similar match to my Nabla skin bronzing Ambra bronzer. If you have that Rare Beauty cream stick blush, do let me know, especially if you have oily skin like mine. I would actually be very interested in trying it. I'm contemplating getting it on payday. Oh, speaking of getting things, sorry, I just need to like look here to make sure that I'm putting it I'm blending it fine. I'm gonna set that down real quick with a tiny bit of my Cover FX Soft Peach blush duo. I love this blush. But yeah, speaking of like things that I've like been spending money on, you know what I really have gotten into again? And it's purely because I've been buying Lego for Greg ever since we got together, because like he loves Lego but he never buys it for himself. He has like a bunch of like loose bricks at home, like at his parents' place, but he doesn't really like, he doesn't buy Lego for himself. He doesn't really buy much for himself, actually. He doesn't treat himself as much as he deserves, which is why I'm constantly buying him things. I love buying gifts for people. I feel like that's one of my love languages. I fucking love it. I absolutely fucking love it. So because I've been buying a lot of Lego for Greg, I've been kind of like clued into like new Lego like releases a little bit, and I remember last year they announced that they were doing a Animal Crossing Lego collection, and I knew, this was before I was like getting proper into Lego, I was like, I have to get it. I used to play with Lego as a kid, I fucking loved it, I loved building the sets, I liked making my own creations, like, what is it, you know what I've noticed? People, like, the human race really likes cubes. Like, Minecraft, Lego, like, the cube-shaped croissants. We just like cubes. What is it about cubes that's so, like, primal to the human race? I wonder if there's been a study on that, because if so, I would be very curious as to why. I knew that I was going to get the Animal Crossing collection because I have been a die-hard Animal Crossing fan since I was 7, 8 years old. And I still am such a fucking humongous fan. I am hoping to get a couple Animal Crossing themed tattoos at some point. I really want to get like a Brewster one. I want to get like Blathers. I love it. I love the game so much. And they released the Animal Crossing Lego in March, so I was like, well, I'm gonna collect all of them. So I bought 3 sets, like one of the polybag, like mini ones of like Maple, like, and her pumpkin patch, and then I bought the Isabel's house visit one with Isabel and Fauna, and I bought the Bunny's outdoor play one, which is, you know, Bunny and a little tent, and then Greg got me Julian's birthday party one, which honestly was my least favourite out of the bunch, but like, when I got it and made it, I was like, I think this is my favourite one. I'm so sorry, Julian. I'm sorry I was a little bit of a hater. I literally had him on my, like, New Leaf or Wild World, or both. I don't remember when he was added. I literally had him on my, like, in my town, so I don't know why I was a hater. And I am so happy. I bought a separate bookshelf just for my Lego. And I'm now really, like, wanting to collect and just buy more Lego and play with it and just, like, build it. It's just, oh, so much. I even made a fucking reel of me building the Bunny's outdoor play one, because I was like, I like Lego. I like cubes. And thing is, it's been very good for my makeup low buy, because instead of buying makeup, I'm buying Lego, which that's not really how a low buy is meant to work. You're not really meant to supplement your makeup low buy with other silly treats, but I'm really bad at silly treats. As I said, I love buying gifts for other people. I love buying myself things. I like things. I like trinkets. I like little things. I collect rocks from wherever I go. I still have the rocks, like, on the side of my, like, table from when Greg and I went up north. I like things. But also, speaking of makeup that, I've had my eye on, I like to talk about makeup that I've been interested in these Get Ready With Me's. Glaminatrix released like 3 separate new things, and I take this as a personal attack because I have not been very financially stable. This is not due to my little treats, by the way, it's actually other factors outside of it. And it's been, I don't really want to talk about it too much because it's quite personal, but the fact that my favourite brand ever is launching lip products, like lipsticks and liners, like they release like 3 new quads with their new formula of sparkly like diamond shadow, they're calling it, and they release their Glimmering Creatures Volume 3 bundle, which is just all shimmery, sparkly neutrals. I take this as a personal attack. Glaminatrix, if you're watching this, I feel like this was personal. I only get Glaminatrix PR for their palettes. I did get their blushes in PR, but I think that was because they were released alongside a palette. But you bet, as soon as I'm able to, I am going to buy the Glimmering Creatures Volume 3 bundle because I love the shades. They're all like sparkly, pretty metallics, like neutrals, but with a twist. Like there's like an olive shade, and they're all named after like reptiles, which I really like. I'm using the Nabla Skin Glazing highlighter in Ozone. Also, I didn't tell you what I'm actually getting ready for. This is actually like huge news that I completely was just not, I didn't forget to tell you, but I was kind of like, I want to tell you the other bits first and lead up to the best thing. But before we do that, for my eyeshadow palettes today, so in my Shop My Stash, I have the Glaminatrix Pretty in Pastels palette. It's very stunning. I'm still playing around with this. I don't have like my full thoughts on it just yet, but I'll keep you updated. And I'm actually not going to use this one today because I kind of want to keep it neutral today. I'm going to be using the Geologie Cosmetics Pilbara palette, and I've actually hit pan in another shade in here. Like, I've hit pan in, what's it called? Spinifex? Yippee! Because I got another job. Yippee! So, as many of you know, I work part-time in retail. I am currently a key holder for my job, and I fucking hate retail. It's not as bad as charity retail, because I worked for a couple of years in a charity shop as a supervisor. Probably it was a mix of the charity just being quite unethical with their practices towards their workers, but yeah, it was not a good experience. But anything is better than charity retail, so I'm kind of like, anytime things are bad at my retail job, I'm like, well, at least you're not at that old place. And I really want to get out of retail. I really fucking don't like it. It's not for me. I'm not built for it as a disabled, neurodivergent, like, autistic, mentally ill person. It's not for me. It's really not. And also, if you're a person that enjoys retail and is genuinely like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I don't trust you. There are a couple of people like that at my job. I don't work with them personally, but they are people that I do not get along with. Yeah, I'm really sorry if you love retail and you're like, this is what I want to do. I'm really sorry, but yeah. Yeah, so basically I've been wanting to get out of retail, and I kind of had it in my head that by the end of this year, I want to be, I'm gonna use a bigger brush, this is too small. By the end of this year, I want to get out of my retail job, like for good. And I'm not gonna lie, job hunting has been horrible. I feel like any of y'all that are on the job hunt, like, thing, it's bad. It's really bad. I hate it. Honestly, I don't wish it on my worst. Actually, no, I do. I'm a bit petty. Anyway, look, get to the point, Skye. I interviewed to be a receptionist at a vet clinic. I only would work weekends, because that was what the role was for. It's very limited hours, but I thought I could do that alongside working retail. And you may be thinking, Skye, you already do so much. Why are you taking on another thing? And you're right. I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit scared that it's gonna burn me out, but I feel like working with animals is my calling, and that sounds really cheesy, but last year, I think I've said this in a Get Ready With Me, like, a year ago, I'm not too sure if you guys remember, but last year Greg and I found a cat that had clearly been very neglected, and, like, it was just not, it was so skinny, so dirty, matted hair, like, it was really scary, and it was like right by the side of a really busy road, like near an apartment block, and this was like at 10 o'clock at night, and I said to Greg, I was like, Greg, I'm not leaving this fucking cat. I am not leaving this cat here. I'm going to stay with this cat until we get help, and figure something out. And I even said to him, I was like, Greg, can we take him back to your place? Can we take this cat back to your place? And unfortunately, like, we didn't have a car, we don't drive, and we don't have a cat carrier on hand, so we couldn't do that. But I stayed with this cat, like, trying to help it. We got some help, and I was really emotionally invested in this kitten. I don't even know if it was a kitten. It was so tiny, like, so tiny, it was really scary. We did figure out that it did live in the apartment block, because it was kind of trying to guide us into, like, where, like, the flat that it was staying in, because there was a cat flat. But yeah, we got into contact with the RSPCA, and we don't have any updates, but they did confirm that the cat is in good hands. Like, they are, like, going to be removing the cat from the premises, most likely. Ever since then, I nicknamed the cat Baby because it was so gentle and sweet, and I still think about that cat all the time. And I remember last year when that happened, I just felt so, like, I felt like it was this was the thing I was meant to be doing. Because growing up also, my family, this might be the most, like, Aussie thing. Maybe it isn't, I don't know. But growing up, my family and I would, like, go on road trips all the time and, like, go to the outback and stuff. And also, like, the countryside, like, not quite the outback. And a lot of the time we would find, like, injured pigeons and, like, injured birds and stuff. And what we would do was we would get the bird and we'd have, like, a big box, and we'd put it in the box, like, in our car, like, and then nurse it back to health, and, like, help it, 'cause a lot of the time it had, like, broken wings or, like, stuff like that, or, like, hurt feet. And we would nurse it back to health, and then we would, like, when it was alright, we'd let it free. And that's just kind of what my family and I always did. I remember being a kid and we would nickname ourselves the pigeon rescuers, the pigeon savers. And animals have always just been, like, a special happy place for me. And growing up, like, I always liked the idea of working with animals, but I was a bit too scared, because obviously, you know, you have to see all of the bad sides too. But last year, I really, like, felt confident and happy that I was, like, helping an animal, and I was like, you know what, I think I should study to become a vet, or, like, study animal care, so then I could just work with animals in general. It doesn't really need to be a vet. But I got too overwhelmed because I was going through a lot of bits, and I decided not to go because I was also a bit too scared. But now that I'm gonna be, like, working part-time at a vet receptionist, I walked in and, like, they gave me a tour of the premises, and I was just like, I need to be here. Like, I kind of felt like I had to be there, you know? So I'm gonna see how things go with working at the vets. Currently I don't have a start date. I'm actually getting ready to go to the vets today to give in all my documents and stuff. So I thought that I would do something a little bit more neutral. Not that they would really care if I did, like, fun graphic liner, I don't think, but I just wanted to wear neutrals today. And they did say that the position will be fairly hands-on with the animals. Like, I will be helping, like, hold the animals if need be. I would, if there's, like, a C-section going on, I might need to be there to help resuscitate some of the babies, which sounds really awesome. If any of you guys work with animals, honestly, please could you, like, send me a message if you are able to, like, helping me, like, navigate through this experience, because I think I really would like to do this. And I know that it is very hard, and you get, like, really bad, like, a lot of the time you do get, like, quite bad news and stuff, and you do get really attached, but I just feel like working with animals is thing I need to be doing, you know? As a career, honestly, like, I don't really want to be working in makeup or that sort of thing. I want makeup to stay as a hobby. Like, if I could make content creation, like, a fairly full-time thing and make, like, some income off of it, that would be fantastic, but I know that that isn't, like, a sustainable long-term thing for most. But out of all the careers, like, to do, like, I don't really want to actually work in the makeup industry, because it's, my mum previously did when she was younger, and she fucking hated it. And she's very outgoing compared to me. I just feel like working with animals would be great, but I'm gonna see how it goes at the vets first. I'll keep you guys updated, like, on Instagram and stuff, and I'll keep you updated and get ready with me is how I go about with it. But potentially, maybe, this year I will start to study to become maybe an animal care specialist. I feel like that would be really nice, and I'm really excited for this journey. Actually, I feel really nervous talking about it because it feels so, like, sentimental and real, but I'm really excited. I'm really hoping, because Greg and I both have some time off this week and he will be staying with me for a bit, I'm really hoping I might ask him if he wants to film another video, because I think it would be a good time to do it. I really like this look. It's only 2 eyeshadows. I will use an inner corner highlight, but I like warm browns, and it matches my hair and top. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about, but I think I covered, like, all bases with all of that. I'm not gonna lie. I need to stop saying not gonna lie. I keep doing it all the time. What if I said to be honest and then lied? But Valorant have added their first ever non-binary transgender agent called Clove, and they're Scottish, and it's just, it's so, it makes me so fucking happy to see games recognize trans people and, like, add them as characters in games, especially non-binary trans people, because I feel like oftentimes we are forgotten about a lot, and yeah, it made me really happy that they added Clove, and also because Clover is one of my favourite names ever. Like, it's in my top, like, child names list. But I do joke with my friends that they added me again in Valorant, because Valorant also have an agent called Skye with my spelling, who is ginger and Australian and uses the powers of nature and animals. And I'm like, it's literally me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm just gonna let that dry and then wipe it off. Oopsie. I love this mascara. It's the Lottie London Super Fake Mascara. I discovered it because they sent it to me in PR, like, last summer, and this is my 3rd tube of it. I've since bought 2 tubes of this stuff. I really fucking love it. It's one of those discoveries where, like, I wouldn't have thought to try it until they sent it, and now it's literally my favourite mascara. Or as we say in Serbian, Mascara. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish up my makeup and then come back to wrap up this video, because I feel like I've essentially talked about everything that I want to, so I'll be right back and I'll clean this up as well. Alright, I have finished up my makeup. All I did was put in a bit of brow gel, so I used the Lottie London Mega Brow Brow Glaze, and for my lips I used the lipstick that's in my Shop My Stash, and this is the Everything's Rubbed Off. It's the Colourpop Lippie Stix in the shade Unreal. I'm trying to pan this, but it's a really nice lipstick. I'm a big lover of neutrals just as much as colour, and I wanted to embrace my, like, kind of warm, gingery vibes. And also this is makeup that I feel confident in without it being too smoky. I feel like this is appropriate to be like, here are my legal documents, workplace, take me seriously. But yeah, anyways, with all of that said and done, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know what's going on in your life, any fun, new, exciting updates, and also if you love the Animal Crossing Lego collection as much as I do. I am so excited to get more, but I need to be a responsible adult. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's faerie.skye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. And if you'd like to support me further, I do have my own small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. We're a small queer-owned business based in the UK, and we make handmade candles and wax melts. The link to shop will be down below, along with our social media if you'd like to support us. And we are going to be launching our spring collection next week. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I've done a Rain Cloud release. It's a duo. I will give you some more details later on, but it's a duo. It's really nice. One of them is very floral. The other one may be a sister to one of our bestsellers. I am unbelievably excited. I'm getting the packaging tomorrow and it's so cute. It's so cute! Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!